What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol MRK for Merck & Co. On the left-hand side, we do have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be more of an update since we discussed it on the large gap up due to their sort of remedy for the sickness, if you will. And what's going on from the 30-minute perspective is actually quite positive, right? If we think of this as an overall range, it's already fairly split into kind of thirds here. And on today's session, we widely accepted into the upper third, dipping a toe a little bit into the middle third before recovering into the end of the day. So just thinking in terms of that, again, more bullish than bearish, right? If we were in the middle, more neutral, and at the low end, of course, more bearish. But as it sits, we are a bit more bullish on the outlook here inside of Merck. So some scenarios to pay attention to would now be a breakout up and over the range highs here at the 84, let's call it 50 marks to sort of split the difference between this and this high. If we do get the continuation play to the upside, what's the next major overhead target? Well, scrunching up the chart, you can certainly see that we had resistance here at 85.12, so really not a whole lot of range to be had there. And scrunching it up even further, our next target or sort of area of resistance would be here and then here at the 87.78. So just looking at this in terms of risk reward, let me scrunch this up so we can see what's going on. Look at this. So resistance, resistance, resistance. What do we have to the downside, right? Obviously, we would look for the bottom of the range. And then after that, we're looking at this massive gap underneath. So to me, it's not abundantly clear from a risk reward perspective whether or not the correct decision is long here or just patience. It just doesn't, it seems like they would have to do a lot of work, like a lot of grindy action around this and then break maybe to here. So it just doesn't seem abundantly clear to me that this is an obvious long at this point in time. So I'd kind of exercise patience here inside of Merck to the upside. Don't get me wrong, day trades can be had, into some of these areas here if the structure gives that way, right? We take out these highs. But in terms of a longer term swing, I think there are more productive things out there. If we do break down into the middle third, again, neutral in here, but if we take out this 81.76, look for a rotation to the bottom end of the range at 80.63, which is the gatekeeper to the gap underneath, right? That's where I think the real trade is going to lie. If there wants to be some sort of reversal, again, I'm not calling for it, but if it does want to play out that way, I would certainly be interested in what happens in between this range and here. Last thing to leave you with is, of course, earnings is around the corner, so if you're an options player, just keep that in the back of your mind. If you enjoyed today's video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.